I often get calls from folks who are extremely troubled and anxious because their spouse has just left them. They're wondering how they're going to carry on without the spouse's income and support. There may be children involved, and there's a huge mess that needs to be addressed quickly. There is temporary immediate relief available in Virginia. The main form this would take would be what's called pendente lite relief in connection with a divorce case. A spouse may be able to file immediately in Virginia for a divorce from bed and board and ask for related temporary relief while the case is pending. The different types of relief that you may be able to get in connection with that are, first of all, an order of spousal support, temporary spousal support, to allow the deserted spouse to survive. And child custody and support is another type of relief that is available. So while the divorce case is pending, the court can make a temporary order as far as the custody and visitation and support of the minor children. Exclusive use of the marital residence or family home is another relief that is available. This would protect the spouse who is in possession of the marital residence from intrusions by the other spouse. Even though the property might be jointly owned and without any kind of court order, both parties would have an equal right to possession of the residence, the court can enter an order and forbid the other spouse from entering the former marital residence. A fourth type of relief that's available is an order not to restrain the personal liberty of a spouse in a pending divorce case. This would be akin to a restraining or a protective order to protect that spouse from unwanted contact with his or her spouse while the case is pending. The fifth type of relief that may be available is an order preserving the estate, a freeze on assets, so that those assets are available for the equitable distribution portion of the divorce when the judge might divide up the marital property and allocate the marital debt of the parties. A sixth type of relief that may be available are an award to carry on the divorce case itself, which might include attorney fees and the costs, so the spouse can maintain that suit. Now, I've added two additional categories, and they're in parentheses because they're not technically in connection with a divorce case, but they are available to, say, a spouse who's been deserted or a spouse who's undergoing a separation. And that would be that spouse could avail him or herself of the remedies available in the Virginia Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court. In the Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court, which is the lower court, the circuit court is where divorce cases are filed. But there is a lower court in Virginia, the juvenile court. A spouse could go in there and apply for spousal support, custody, visitation, and child support, and but not a divorce itself. The court doesn't have jurisdiction over divorce cases. And the other category is just a suit for maintenance and support in the circuit court without asking the court for a divorce. So there are many remedies available, and a spouse who has been deserted or who is in a situation where he or she is now wondering, how am I going to get by after my spouse took all my money and has the income and left the house? The courts are there to protect you, and you should talk to an attorney in your area to find out what kind of relief is available in your particular case.